Take a few deep, long breaths. Do it few times. We are having a beautiful sunny morning. Same time, I hope you are having a beautiful morning. Let's think for a moment. You are sitting here peacefully. You are having such a wonderful time in this building. That you all know, many thousands of people are struggling right now. But be grateful what you have. Be appreciate about your life. There's one thing that I really want to mention. You all can breathe freely. That simple thoughts can change your perspective about your life. Always encourage yourself to help each other, to practice compassion, kindness, also self-love. We need many thousands of people like you to make this beautiful world. What you are doing today, it is simple act. You can pass this message to each person. Therefore, be happy about yourself. Be appreciate about your life. Be happy what you have. With these simple thoughts, let's practice our meditation. Again, take a few deep, long breaths and relax your mind, relax your body. And gradually bring your attention to this moment. Let's practice self-love. Try to be a loving and kind person to yourself. Think these words deeply and clearly and feel the energy of these words. May I learn to forgive and accept myself. May I be skillful and confident. May I be free from mental and physical suffering. May I learn to care for myself with joy and ease. While you are practicing loving thoughts, feel yourself as your best friend. Maybe there is a one word that really touches your heart, that you really like. You can keep repeat that word to yourself kindly. May I be patient. May I be content. May I be skillful and confident. Let's expand your loving thoughts towards your loved ones. I know some of our wonderful noble friends who is here and you lost your loved ones, but still you can imagine their faces, and also you can imagine your loved ones. Send your kind thoughts towards them. May my loved ones be filled with loving kindness. May they be well in mind and body. May they be able to take care of themselves happily. May they be skillful and confident. Be kind to your body. Whenever you want to change your posture, you can do it anytime. I think right now you are having a wonderful loving thoughts. Your mind is totally different than this morning. Before 30 minutes, you are practicing loving thoughts. You are thinking about loving thoughts, which is so powerful. I think this is a perfect time to send our loving thoughts towards to the entire world. That you all know there are so much going on in this world that we can change. The only thing we can send our good wishes towards those people. Just imagine you are holding each other's hands. And think, may all the living beings be safe, be protected. May they be able to find peaceful and healthy environments. May they be able to take care of themselves happily. Send your loving thoughts without any discrimination. May all the living beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. With your loving and motivational thoughts, gradually bring your attention to your breathing process. Bring your attention to the tip of your nose. Then you can feel your inner and outer breath. And just allows your body to breathe naturally. And let's spend some silent moment with your breath. Many sounds, thoughts may distract you. Let them come and go. Breathe in mindfully and breathe out mindfully. If you are struggling with your thoughts, just know you are having thoughts and come back to your breath. Breathe in mindfully, breathe out mindfully. Experience this present moment with focusing on your natural breathing process. maybe you can clearly see rhythm of your breath. It is always changing. It's like a ocean wave. You can see long breath, you can see short breath. That you all know, we are always breathing. But in this moment, you are focusing on your breath. That you all know, whenever we are in a tough time, there's a simple act that you all do. What is that? Usually we take a break and we are taking few deep long breaths. We all do that. That simple exercise can completely change the moment. It's mean tool is always with you, which is your breath. Your breath is teaching you so many lessons. Practicing awareness, thinking about present moment. And there are so many. And also while you are practicing, you may notice many thoughts arising, remaining and disappearing. There's a one benefits of mindfulness practice. You are going to learn how to understand your thoughts. You can clearly see the root of your thoughts. Then you are going to think before act, before talk. There are so many ways that we can apply this practice to our daily life. Please think about that. I hope you are having a peaceful time. Maybe this is your first day you are practicing meditation. It is 30 minutes. Maybe you may feel it's like hours. This practice is gradually come to you. Don't be rushed. Be patient with yourself, with your body. And in this moment, I would like to do a special blessing, a special chanting for you all and also for all the living beings. This chanting about loving kindness, you may not understand the words, the language we call Pali. What Buddha used 2600 years ago. This word has so many beautiful wishes. While you are listening to this chanting, you can practice loving thoughts. You can send your good wishes to heal this world. Please listen to this chanting lovingly and kindly. May you be well, happy and peaceful. May all the living beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Mahakaruniko nato hitaya sabba paninang puretva parami samba Patto sambodhi muttamang etena sacca vajjena Hotu te jaya mangalan jayanto bodhiyamule sakyanan nandi vandano Evan tuyan jayo hotu jayasu jaya mangalan sankatva buddharatanang Osadhang uttamang varang itan deva manussanang buddhate jena santina Nat santu padva sambe dukkha upasamintu te Sankatva dhammaratanang osadhang uttamang varang parilāvupasamanaṁ Dhammate jena santinānaṁ santu padva sambe Bhayāvupasamintu te sankatva sangharatanang Osadang uttamang varang ahuneyang pahuneyan sangate jena santina Nan santu padva sambe rogavupasamintu te Yang kinci ratanan loke vijjati vividha putu ratanan buddha samannatti Tasma sotti bhavantu te yang kinci ratanan loke vijjati vividha putu ratanan dhamma samannanti Tasma sotti bhavantu te ankinci ratanan loke Vijjati vividha putu ratanan sangha samannanti Tasma sotti bhavantu te Now please bring your hands together in front of your heart. Make a strong determination to practice this meditation every day, at least 5-10 minutes. May peace be with you. May all the living beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Thanks so much. Okay, please turn page 10. We can chant together, we believe. Please start. Generosity towards others. We believe skillful noble path is marked by generosity. We believe generosity has many levels. Think generously. Speak generously. Act generously. We believe generosity is the heart of our spiritual practice, and this practice allows us to become more open, accepting, and forgiving. We believe extending generosity to ourselves and others is the direct way of healing division, bringing joy. My wish May I become at all times, both now and forever, a protector for those without protection, a guide for those who lost their way, a ship for those with an ocean to cross, sanctuary for those in danger, a lamp for those without light, a place of refuge for those who lack shelter, and a servant to all in need. By means of this meritorious deed, may I never join with the unwise, only the wise, until the time I attain nirvana. Okay, very good morning to you all. How are you this morning? It is very happy to see you all. Thanks so much for being here. And I hope some of you know about me. So I'm Bhante Assaji, and I'm one of resident monks at the temple. And Holy City is happy to talk about something on Saturday morning. And last few days I was thinking what I'm going to share with you today. And many thoughts came to my mind, and we all know what's going on in some part of the world. And I was thinking, do I have to talk about that? Then I was thinking, no, I'm not going to talk about that. then there's many other things going on in this world. But I would like to mention about one thing. And the last few days I was talking to many people here, and many of them, they are very emotional, and some of them very disappointed. And some of my friends who's in Sri Lanka, they called me, and they were having difficult thoughts about the things. And but the thing is, we can change the things. But when I was in Sri Lanka, I was living in Sri Lanka more than almost 24 years. Then we experienced in Sri Lanka so much about that, all the things what the world is experiencing. So we had 30 years civil war in my country. It began 1987. It continued until 2009. And I do remember, whenever we go outside, we were so scared. So when we took a public transportation, and we had to aware so much, there's a bombing, suicide bombers, and terrorists. So when the parents sent their kids to the schools, they were waiting for them to return back. And so as a monks, and I remember we went to many funerals, and we visited many places to encourage people to do some blessings, chantings. And very end of the civil war 2009, I was living in different temple, and that next to the temple there is a funeral house. And when I go to my monastery every noon after the 12, I saw so many military trucks. It's mean inside many the bodies, soldiers. And so those times most of us, we went to see the soldiers, and we went to see the victims, and we helped so much. So the thing is, why I'm telling you, and sometimes maybe some of you thinking about your loved ones, sometimes you are emotional, maybe you are talking about those things. I just want to tell you, as I mentioned earlier, we appreciate what you have. So continue your practice, love each other, share your good thoughts to each other. We are not going to live in this world forever. And I think so individually you are practicing here, and which is wonderful. And I'm very happy to see you all here. I just want to talk about that. That's it. So please think about that. And then I have, I think, 10 minutes. And there's two words that I really like. Always I share with the people. And some of you heard from me these two words. This is not a new word for you, but I really like these two topics. The judgmental mind and criticism. Because few times I was sharing with the people about these two topics. And what do you think about these two words, judgmental mind or judging mind, and criticism? What do you think about this word, two words? You can share anything, whatever come to your mind. Sounds negative. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it is very negative. Yes, very easy. And many other thoughts. Yes. Yeah, because I'm coming from different countries, so I can see in Sri Lanka people do the same, here the same. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Jim? Yes, I would talk about that too. And so actually why I was telling about these two words, and as a monk I experienced it many times. So when I was in Sri Lanka, whenever we go outside, so it is here different, in Sri Lanka it's different. And people are always kind of, they are watching about us, what monks are doing, and they try to find something. And I remember that many times, and because people think it about us differently, so they are trying to find something from us. Maybe they are taking some advantage of some mistakes. So criticism and judgmental mind. And I remember one day I was sharing with this same idea with one of a yoga group, and there was a boy, and I asked, what do you think about criticism? Have you experienced it, and how you reacted? So the right away, what he said, Bhante, if someone criticizes me, definitely my tone, how way I talk, it definitely is going to be a different, because I want to defend myself. So if someone criticizes you, what do you do? Yes, get angry, absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. And yeah, because as a monk, I always experience this criticism and judgment. And I remember, I would like to share with you some of my experience. I hope I will have time. And as Jim mentioned, sometimes the criticism or judgments, they are positive, and they have both sides. I remember my first meditation in here almost 4 years ago. It was the word what I want to tell you is terrible. So I didn't do a good job. So everything was all over the places. So now I think I'm doing good. And so if someone, if you have some suggestions, please tell me. So I remember after one of my meditation session, and my brother monks are really happy about their comments, and they told me, I think you use so many words. You should have to use less words. Then I was kind of thinking about that. Since that day, I'm always trying to use less words. But when I'm guiding meditation, I always like to use less words. But I'm always thinking some new people, and maybe they might feel little weird because there are no more words. So I like their comments, and I really appreciate. So since that day, I changed it. And also there was one my good friend who come to meditation, and he came to me and told, Bhante, when you do your meditation, you have to have some space. So he was telling me, you talk a little bit faster. Then that day I was, wow, this is a great comment. Then I changed my attitude. So some of them very good, but most of times the criticism or the judging people, it's different. So people always do that wherever you go, how way you dress, how way you talk, how way you smile, and always people do that. And I think it is very important thing. And there's a famous phrase that we all know. Before what's the word? Before don't judge the book by its cover. So I love it. And most of times people don't read the book, they judge the cover, then they have so many stories. And that's one of my really good experience. I since that day I learned so much. Some of you know this story. And when I was in Sri Lanka, I was living in a different temple. There was an old couple. The lady, she loves monks, and this happened almost 2009. And the old lady, she comes to temple once a month. She bringing food for monks, and one day, but every time whenever she come to temple, and she was encouraging us to learn English, and then she was telling us, Bhante, it will be important one day. So now I know how it's important. So that day I didn't want to learn much English. So however, that old lady's husband, he was a little weird person. He looks like weird. He looks grumpy, and whenever he come to temple, he doesn't talk with us. He's just staying in his car. I was thinking about it. Then one day I spoke to that lady and told, your husband, he's a different person. He's not nice. Then the following month, they both came to the temple. Then the old person, he came to me and he asked me, did you tell me about something? I said, yes. Now I know I'm in trouble. I said, yes. Then I was so bad about myself. He was one of the wonderful person. He was very funny. He was making joke around us, smiling, laughing entire time. He was the nicest person, one of. But I just focus his outer look. I was judging about him, and I was wrong. Maybe we all do that in different situations. That day I learned a good lesson. Then since that day I was thinking about it. I'm never going to judge anyone, how they look, how way they talk, how way they smile. I was thinking about that since last year. There's something happened in here. I'm not going to talk about the event or thing about the person. Then you will find out about this. So, but I want to tell you how the mind is always changing. Then because of some reason, I judged that person too much. I was kind of so mad about the person. I was telling someone, why the person doing like this, it's terrible. I was so mad. Few days ago, I found out the actual situation. I was completely wrong. Then I felt so bad about myself. Why I act like that? So since that day, whenever those thoughts came to my mind, I think about that two experiences. So I think it is a very important thing, this idea nowadays, and we are always judging, and we are always creating stories about others. Just think, maybe they are having a bad day, or maybe they are having some tough time. So always try to think about this. And also, whenever someone criticizes you, I know it is very negative, and you want to defend yourself. And I have another two stories, but I don't have time to talk about this. And because I remember right after I moved to here, one of my really, really close friend, he came to see my teacher, and then he told something about me with my teacher. One of my good friend called me and told, you know what, that person, he went to see your teacher and told something about you. That good friend, he was working with me so much, and he come to see me every Sundays, and he was a good person. But what I didn't react right away. I just wait, and that's a good thing. We have to just wait and observe what's going on. I learned something from Bhante Assaji. He doesn't act right away. He just wait. Sometimes he wait maybe 1 week, maybe 1 month. Then whenever the right time, he come and ask. That's how he does. I learned it from him. Then I wait, and then after a few days I call him. I asked, did you tell something? Then he said, he was kind of, I was okay, fine. Then, but after 1 year I went to Sri Lanka, then I met him, but I didn't ask anything. Again, he was the same person, so nice, so kind. And the thing is, maybe you have to wait sometimes we want to depend ourselves right away. We want to yell at them. We want to call and tell all the bad words that you know. So people do that. So I just want to tell you, just wait and just observe and then take your time to respond. And there are so many other ways that you can apply. And so there are so many things I want to share with you, but I don't have enough time. And thank you so much for coming, and I hope you enjoy the talk, and please apply to your life. Okay.